Hi, my name's Christy Stone. I'm a junior at Heritage Christian School, and I will be performing The Princess, the Knight, and the Dragon by Stoddard Malarkey. The Princess Miranda went out for a stroll all on a summer's day, to pick a flower to idle an hour, to rest a bit in a leafy bower, with a pink umbrella in case of a shower, and a maid to lead the way. They left the castle far behind all on a summer's day, for the sun was bright and the air was light. They paid no heed to left or right. They roamed till the castle was out of sight, and they finally lost their way. They came to a wood that was gloomy and deep all on a summer's day. 'Twas home to Fagin, the terrible dragon, with 7 tails and all of them waggin'. "We'd better run off without any laggin'," the maid was heard to say. And the maid grew frightened and started to cry all on a summer's day, for she had been told the dragon would hold damsels for ransom until they grew old, and gobble them up if he didn't get gold, and she hastily scampered away. But the princess was braver and nobler by far all on a summer's day. She held up her head in spite of her dread, and though she was frightened, not a tear did she shed, and gritting her teeth, she courageously said, "I'll run from no dragons today." And as she walked along, she sang a song of a handsome knight that would come along in time to keep Fagin from doing her wrong, and gallantly save the day. At the heart of the wood, where the wind blew cold all in the summer's day, where the weeds grew rank and the air was dank, the gases from the marshes bubbled and stank, she heard a snort, a thump and a clank, and Fagin stood in her way. Fagin the dragon was scaly and green all in a summer's day. His teeth were long, his claws were long, the fire from his breath was red and strong, on each of his tails was a poisonous prong, and he carried the princess away. 5 minutes later, with thunder of hoof, up rode a knight who was geared for the fight, with sword in hand and helmet on tight, armor all polished and spurs shining bright, and ready to save the day. He looked at the tracks the dragon had left all on a summer's day. The wind, it made a mournful sound. The dragon's tracks were large and round. The knight grew pale and thoughtfully frowned, and muttered, "Some other day." So the knight rode back to make his report all on a summer's day. He told the king the princess was dead, so the king adopted the maid instead, and the maid and knight, they soon were wed, and very merry and gay. The princess, however, languished long all on a summer's day. The dragon's dungeon was dank and cold. The princess pined and soon grew old. As nobody bothered to send any gold, the dragon ate her one day. So as you can see by this tale I tell, all on a summer's day, if you ever roam too far from home and come across Fagin, the terrible dragon, you better run off without any lagging and be noble some other day.